All right, let's take a look at number 8. So it says approximate log of 36, given that log of 2 is approximately 0.301 and log of 3 is approximately 0.477. So this is one where what we're going to do is kind of an 1800s way of doing this, where you know the log approximations. This is kind of pre-calculator-ish, but still a standard that they want us to be familiar with. By the way, you notice there's no bases. It just says log 36. There's no number there. What ends up happening is that by default, if you don't see a base, it's base 10. Not that you could read that as being 10, and that's not an eraser. Base 10. And what that is that that's a common logarithm. So we have a base 10 number system. Base 10 meaning that there's 10 characters in our math alphabet, right? Like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, right, and that's it, right? Those are the 10 characters. So any other number you want to throw out there, it's a combination of using those 10 symbols right there. So anyway, so we have a base 10 number system. Other cultures, by the way, have had different number systems and have had more characters that represent different numbers, but what we have here is a base 10. Now, it's not going to really come into play as far as affecting how we're going to change, how we're going to do the problem. I just wanted to point that out to you, so in case you're wondering, like, hey, where's the base? Well, it's kind of like 1. Like if 1x, we don't write the 1, we just say it's x. So it's kind of the same thing with logs, is that by default we just know that it means base 10. All right, but anyways, let's take log of 36. Log base 10 of 36, and what they're saying is that we don't know what log base 10 of 36 is. If we wanted to rewrite that, by the way, in exponential form, I would have 10 to the x equals 36. Well, 10 to the first power is 10, and 10 squared is 100. So what I'm thinking is that it's going to be somewhere between 1 and 2. But again, I'm not using a calculator here for this one. So what they want us to be able to do is that they want us to be able to take 36. So I'm going to take log of 36 and rewrite 36 only using the numbers they gave us. They gave us a 2 and they gave us a 3. So then I got to think about, like, okay, well, how can I rewrite 36? Well, I could rewrite, and there's, I could say 9 times 4. I could say 6 times 6. I could say 12 times 3. Maybe the first thing that kind of came to my mind was 9 times 4. Now, I don't know. Again, they didn't give me a 9 or a 4. They only gave me a 2 and a 3. But what I can do is I can rewrite 9 as 3 times 3, and I can rewrite 4 as 2 times 2. Now, so this is where our log property comes in. We said a moment ago on that last problem that two logs that are being added, the addition outside the log turns into multiplication inside the log. Well, I can flip that around, and I could say if I wanted to pull logs apart. So here I have one log, and what I'd like to do is I'd like to pull this apart. Well, I can do that by turning that into addition outside of the log. So that would become log 3 plus log 3 plus log 2 plus log 2. So in the previous two problems, we were concerned with combining like logs. Here, we're actually concerned with trying to pull it apart. I know what log 3 is, right? They tell me that. It's 0.477. So I'd have 0.477 plus 0.477 plus, and then tell me that log 2 is equal to 0.301, so I'm just going to substitute that in. So 0.301 plus 0.301. And then now I'm just going to put all of that into the calculator. And so I've got 0.477, and then I'm times 2, right, because I got two of them. So 0.954, and then 0.301 So plus 0.301 plus 0.301, and I get 1.556. So we'll say for our final answer, we'll say that x is equal to 1. I forgot the number, 556. 556. Let's check to see if that's right, because we said that 10 to the first power is 10, 10 squared is 100, 36 fits in between 10 and 100, so we thought that our answer would be somewhere between 1 and 2, and it is 1.556. If I did 10 to the 1.566, let's see if we get close to 36. 1.556, raising the roof. We get 35.97, which close enough to 36, right? So, like I said, I showed you at the end. We kind of checked our answer with the calculator, but the problem here really wants us to be able to work this out by only using the numbers. I kind of call this the menu. They say, hey, take this number 36, but we're not going to tell you that number. We're just going to tell you 2 other numbers. And they will always give this to you with this type of problem because you couldn't solve it otherwise. So you got to figure out how you're going to rewrite that number, the number they give you, by only using the 2 numbers that are on your menu there. All right, so go ahead and stop now and try number 8 on the right side.